for those who don't know, the Heritage Open Days is a UK-based campaign to celebrate heritage. We've been, as Manx National Heritage, have been coordinating it on the Isle of Man for over 14 years as part of that overall campaign. We work with lots of partner organisations and individuals and charities, businesses across the island to showcase heritage, arts and culture for 2 weekends over in the autumn. It's generally the first 2 weekends of October. And we've got a fantastic group of partners and volunteers that put on these events. And we've also got a really strong audience who say things like this, our favourite time of year because of Heritage Open Days.
Well, they do, and people tend to come back over and over again, which is why it's really hard sometimes to get onto these things, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it can be difficult. We despite putting on over 50 individual events and having over 1,000 tickets each year, our tickets sell fast. Well, I say sell, it's free at the point of access, but our reservations, it books up very quickly.
It does. Yeah. Because you're offering people a chance to see and gain access to things they would never normally be able to do.
That's it, exactly. And we always put something different in the programme, so there's always something new to learn, and it just grows year on year.
And what are some of your favourites then?
I really like a lot of them. I love the opportunity to see things like the Golden Meadow Mill. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
No, tell us about that one.
That's in Castletown. It's sort of at the back, as you go to the Castletown bypass on the right there near Great Meadow. In there, there's a family owner property, and they just happen to have about a 3 or 4 story mill in their garden, and they open that up for us every year, and it's very friendly. They're a lovely family, and they, it showcases the history, but some of the objects are still in place. All the old signage, there's photographs of people and stories about people that worked there. There's some absolutely ancient equipment, like milling equipment, that you can see that it's very big and bulky, and it's fascinating to see how it worked and how things moved around the building. And it just happens to be in their garden. They let the public see it once a year. So,
but this is so Isle of Man, isn't it? Because the history and heritage of the Isle of Man, as you will know more than anyone in the job that you do, there could be anyone with something like this in their backyard or the field beside them.
Yeah, well, there's literally people live because of the way that the Isle of Man has developed, which is sort of in its own unique way. People are living with like megalithic stone circles in their gardens, or in properties that are Bailey Scott, and just things that are really fascinating.
And as a result of that, you're actually giving a shout out, aren't you, to people to say, if you think you might have something like this.
Yes, we would very much like to hear from you so that we can either talk about Heritage Open Days 2024, but also for this year, we are taking applications now. And we're actively looking for people that have got historic buildings, land holdings or collections that they think that might be of interest to our Heritage Open Day supporters. So anything of arts, heritage or culture interest or significant is something that we can discuss. And we'd love to hear from people that are maybe hiding these hidden gems, these well-kept secrets in their properties, businesses even. It doesn't have to be private land holdings, but we're appealing to hear back from people that might be interested in taking part in the festival this year.
And when you say businesses, we're thinking of the likes of, for instance, like the Kipper Smokehouse, things like that, Moore's Smokehouse.
So last year we went out to Moore's traditional Moore's Smokehouse 1882, and they were willing to put some events on where they opened up they're still running to this day, smokehouse, kipper smoking place, but they also smoke bacon there as well now. And so you go into that and you're literally walking through history. You're going to look at these bricked, cavernous smoking areas that are, covered in tar that's built up since 1882, and it smells so rich, and it's incredible getting behind the scenes on these places.
Yeah, so as you say, it could be a business like that. It could be just something in your back garden. And then presumably if someone gets in touch with you, one of the team will maybe go out and have a look and see if it's suitable for something for the open days.
Well, yeah, you can download a taking part form from our website, which is www.manxnationalheritage.im. And if you go in the search bar for Heritage Open Days, you'll find our taking part form there. But you can equally send us an email or give us a phone call if you want to talk it through, if you've just got an idea that you need a little bit of guidance on. Our telephone number is 648091 and the email address is heritageopendays@mnh.im.
And of course, they'd be working with you guys as a team, so it's not like you're expecting them to...
Absolutely, we will guide you through the process. If you're nervous about entering, we can pick up the phone, talk you through it. It's not difficult. It's always free at the point of access to visitors, and we can help you select the dates and the times and give you an idea of numbers. That it's good, because you're doing guided tours or talks of things, and you've got to make sure. We tend to have a lot of small events that are a high quality experience, and we can help you with that setup using our expertise and follow up on any inquiries if people think they've got something of interest but aren't sure. Pick up the phone, send us an email. We'd love to hear from you, and we can follow it up and see if we can get something new into the programme, because we know there's more stuff out there that is of interest to the public.
And this is a chance to share what you have with other people and be proud of what you've got from a historical point of view here on the island.
Absolutely, and it doesn't just have to be a building it could be a story, it could be a collection of art or objects, or anything that you think's interesting or of significance, and you want to talk to us about it, then we'd love to hear from you.
Well, just remind us again of the details then, what people need to know if they do want to get in touch with you.
Okay, so you can download a taking part form from our website, which is www.manxnationalheritage.im. You can call us and speak to us or leave a message on 01624 648 091, or email heritageopendays@mnh. That's MNH for manxnationalheritage.im.
And presumably you need to hear from people fairly quickly, don't you?
Yeah, we our closing date is in the next couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. But we, if you send us an inquiry, we can follow up on it and make sure that we've got something finalised for when we're ready to start drawing up the programme.
Fantastic. Well, I want you then, if it's possible, Helen, can you come back nearer the time to tell us about all these amazing new things you've got on the open days list?
I would absolutely love to.